Hi everyone, Nancy here again with more of What Have I Been Reading. I picked up something a little bit different than what I usually read. The End of October by Lawrence Wright. This book happens to be about a worldwide pandemic that started over in Eastern Asia, ironically enough. The story was fascinating to read, eerily similar to today, but it took it quite a step further to the point that it was a little scary. Um, it was a good story. It's a little cumbersome to get through as there's a lot of medical jargon to start out with, but once you get around that and you get to the story of the human side of the people that work for the CDC and for the WHO, you want to follow more about what their families have endured and follow what happens to them. So for that reason, I think you should read it. It is good. Um, the next book I read was called Seven Lies by Elizabeth Kay. A terrific palate cleanser after all this heavy stuff I've been reading. It's a new release. It was incredibly fast. It's a story of two friends, Marnie and Jane. Jane is telling the story, and you'll have to wait until the end to find out to whom she is speaking. The gist of the story is, how far will one go for friendship? It reminded me a little bit about of single white female. There's friendship, love, death, and murder. By the end, I was yelling at Jane, "Don't do it! Please don't do it!" And then you'll just have to read it to find out if she did. And my last recommendation this go around is The Guest List by Lucy Foley. This is out just this past week. I could not put it down. It's about a couple in a whirlwind of a romance are getting married. They choose a secluded spot, someone ends up dead. So who on this guest list did it? And who died? Not everyone is who they seem to be. This was a fantastic read. Again, I could not put it down, so I read this in one day. The twists at the end left me dizzy but satisfied, and I highly recommend The Guest List. As always, all of these books are available through our library and or the Overdrive Libby apps or Hoopla. Please remember to stay safe, stay home, and read.